Hey, good afternoon, everyone. I am Dr. Kinjal Shah. I have been practicing homeopathy since last 13 years. I'm a consulting homeopath. I'm situated at Andhri West, Shankar Lane. My clinic name is Kalp Clinic, and my website is www.kalpclinic.in. You may check about me, more about me on my website. So, my basic interest is promoting homeopathy through this platform, and also making people aware that how useful homeopathy is during their pregnancy, pre-pregnancy, during pregnancy, post-pregnancy, and also in the child care, basically newborn care, also child care. I've been practicing since 13 years. I've seen so many cases of pregnant females and their kids. Basically, the families have been my patients. So I can tell you that homeopathy is very safe and very effective in these problems. As the lecture process, I'll take you through it. Uh, about me, I also practice stress management and I'm a yoga trainer. So I have a passion towards treating patients and curing them. Mm, I have been instrumental in various charities as well as doing camps all over Mumbai. And I have been associated with many doctors, federations, and doctors' groups. Uh, I love to get associated with Baby Chakra, and I like the products I use for my baby too. Uh, Going to our topic today. See, homeopathy, as you all know, it's a natural and holistic science. The medicines are from very natural sources, that is, our very plants, animals, minerals, and energies all around us. So basically, you are using very natural sources to treat your patients. Uh, does homeopathy work? So when you come to homeopathy or when you consult a homeopath, generally it's there that they ask you a lot of questions and then they give you medicines. So why do they do that? Because the basics of homeopathy is whenever a patient comes to us, it's not that we're looking at their illness as the area of treatment. It's the person as a whole has been getting treated with homeopathy. So we ask you so many questions to know your constitution, basically. And once we know your constitution, we prescribe you suitable medicine for that illness and that you. So it is a individual medicines. Now when we talk of pregnancy and homeopathy, mind you, it is homeopathy is also used in pre-conception. So basically, when you are going to a homeopath pre-conception, to become a pregnant, we need our bodies to be in an optimum condition. So from your physical health and your mental health, we also assess how fit you are to bear the child. And that is where the homeopathy medicines come in picture. It's an entire journey which becomes very smooth when you try homeopathy and when you take homeopathy basically since your conception. So there are many factors which make you or which well kind of is unwelcoming during pregnancy. Like just for an example, if there's a fibroid in the uterus and you conceive, then there is a problem. So what we do is preconception, we give you medicines and we cure the illnesses which can be unwelcoming during pregnancy, and then we take you to the conception and pregnancy process. During pregnancy, we've seen so many ladies. There's a taboo. Now you are pregnant. Now you will have ups and downs in your health, your mental well-being. You will have a lot of problems. It's a phobia for some people. That's now you are pregnant. Oh my God, you will have this. You will have that. No, it's not like that. So when You are with a homeopath, and you are on a homeopathic treatment basically. So uh, homeopathic medicines are very safe, considered very safe during pregnancy. Lot of, lot of patients ask, doctor, my wife is pregnant, can I give her homeopathic medicine during pregnancy? Yes, yes, of course you can give her. It is the most safe medicines around. It's a very natural medicine. You should give every pregnant female for minor ailments, like people have cough, nausea, vomiting. At times they have backache, headaches. They do not feel like getting up from the bed. A lot of weakness, a lot of at the later stage, like after 6 7 months, they have edema. They have, at times they get diagnosed with thyroid or diabetes, or maybe they have insomnia. They cannot sleep because of the baby kicking and movement going on constantly in the womb. So there are a lot of things that, a lot of illnesses that, uh, major or minor, and depending on intensity, some people suffer during pregnancy. So basically, homeopathy makes this pregnancy journey very comfortable, I would say. So it is widely felt that homeopathic treatment is very, very, very beneficial to pregnant women, also postpartum, during the labor, and also to their newborns. You know, by taking homeopathy, you are making your child healthy in the womb itself. That is what we've seen. Your baby has developed a good immunity before even coming out. Um, to address few issues, like, say, just for an example, if you have a constipation during pregnancy, so we have like medicines like colinsolia, then we have medicines like bryonia, then we have nux vomica, natrum sulf, colocynth. Then we have a lot of medicines, asepia, pulsatilla. All these medicines are very, very, very useful. Depending on what is the indication of patients, we prescribe them. And mind you, it's generally 2 to 3 doses, twice or thrice a day. That's it. And it's not something that you have to take whole your pregnancy also. It is just for those 2 3 days you take it, you are well, and you're done with it. So there is a lot of taboo about homeopathy, that it is very slow acting. It will take years to act. No, 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 no. It's not like that. Definitely, when you're looking at a chronic illness to be cured over a period of time, like say you have a psoriasis since 20 years and you're coming to us, obviously it will take a year to go. But when you're talking of this acute illnesses during pregnancy, like you have a constipation, sometimes you have, because of like varicose veins developing, you might have piles because of the baby's weight growing too much. You might have piles. So for the piles, also, homeopathy is considered very, very, very safe. You can take muriatic acid, you can take CPI, you can take Aesculus. There are a lot of medicines depending on indication that you can take. Mind you, do not, this a caution, do not buy the homeopathic medicines over the counter and just take it and then say it did not help or it worked wonders. Because at times, Yeah, it seems like some network issue. Okay, sorry. So, basically, it's important that you consult the homeopathic medicines that I am suggesting. So, likewise, for backache, you can take Rustox, you can take Arnica, you can take Kalmia, then you can take Ruta, Balisper, Kalibai, Kalikap. All those are very good, wonderful remedies. Some people have continuous cough because of the acidity. So, you can take Nux vomica. Uh, so, all these medicines works really wonderful when it has been prescribed according to the indication of the medicine. Now, what do you mean by the indication of medicine? Just for an example, I'll give you one example. So, you have a constipation. Now, constipation might have different presentations. Some people have constipation and not passing stool for 3 4 days. Some people have constipation and not passing stool for a day, or they have a constipation and with stomach pain. So, with stomach pain and a lot of constipation, we give mat force. But if a person is not past stool for 3 4 days, then we might give and not, then we might give bryonia. So indication wise, there are different medicines. uh, I'll tell you one case. So this female, at the 6th month of her pregnancy, came to us and she said, Doctor, I am perfectly fine, but I have been advised complete bed rest because they feel that my uterus, the cervix, the os is, it will open, like, um, if I continue working. Now, in this case, the person is not, like, the lady did not have any symptoms, but the gynecological examination showed one finger was open. So, in this case, we used qualophyllum. Qualophyllum has a action on cervix. It can dilate it also, it can close it also. And qualophyllum, just one dose, 30 after every 7 days, worked wonders. She did not go on bed rest. She continued doing her daily chores, and she went through the labor also very smoothly. She did it deliver very normally. So, uh, in this case, likewise, in every case, we assess which is the medicine, and according to that, when you give them dosage and repetition, it works beautifully. Believe me, it works magically, I would say. Because I'm homeopath, but we've seen the results of medicine, which our patients tell us that it works wonders. Going further, during childbirth, during labor, also there are injuries which happens. So, for those injuries, also there are birthing kits available. That there are medicines for both injuries, birth marks, stretch marks. Yes, homeopathy is very, very, very helpful for it. Also, post delivery, like, just one case, the one lady delivered twins, and she came with, on the 6th or 7th day after the delivery, she came with depression. That, I don't know what to do. I have two girls. I don't know, maybe girls was the issue, or just the two kids, and how will I handle, and the anxiety and fear that a mother goes through post pregnancy was the issue. But she went into complete depression. She didn't know. She was without any reason crying, 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 crying. And then we came to know that also the underlying feeling of feeling lonely was there, and severe constipation post delivery. Definitely, it was a C-section, not a normal delivery, but still she had a lot of constipation. And so, in this case, we prescribed Maca 3 times a day, 3 days, and she was absolutely stunning, wonderful. She was taking care of baby. She came smiling to us in 7 days, and with both the kids, like both the twin, the newborns, she came, and it was wonderful. Uh, the crying stopped immediately in the second day. That was the wonderful beauty of the homeopathy. When you give the right remedy in right cases, it works wonderful and magical. So you have to understand that during pregnancy, post pregnancy, you have a minor ailments where you don't want to take painkillers, you don't want to take antacids, you don't want to take antibiotics, because it's not safe for your kids, it's not safe for you. Those cases, you should definitely do homeopathy. I, I can give you a number of examples, but the time is short. Uh, going towards baby, your baby is very important. See, understand, a newborn, you need to give them as natural surrounding and medicines as possible, because that's the way they will grow very beautifully, you know. So when you go to newborns, you might have mild elements, which is like they develop rashes, itching, cough and cold. Post vaccination, they have a lot of issues. So all those things, mind you, homeopathy works beautifully on it. Like just for newborns, you can give. You have a neonatal jaundice, right? For neonatal jaundice, also there are a lot of medicine in homeopathy which helps wonderfully. Um, some newborns have aspiration pneumonia, so there is phosphorus, there is pneumonia itself is a medicine in homeopathy. Then there is basilinum, which works wonderfully. So there are a lot of medicines for newborn neonatal jaundice. um, there are generally for cough, cold, or viral fevers, we use different kind of hay fevers. So we use different medicines like influenza, bryonia, belladonna, arsenic malbum, pulsatilla. Then um, you have to understand that all these medicines, when prescribed in a proper potency to your kid, like it might require only one dose, but that one dose will help your baby to a great extent, and your baby will be again back to normal or back to health in no time. So also in newborn, you see at times patache. So patache is a very normal thing, but you know, since mothers, new mothers, they are very um, restless about what the baby is going through. So for that also there are medicines. They have colics. Newborns have a lot of colic and they keep on crying. So for that we generally prescribe them Macphos, Jalapa. Those are very wonderful remedies for colics. You can just try it for your kid if a kid has colic which is recurrent, and you the Colicate, Colimax, normal traditional medicines. If that does not work well with your kid, you know, you can just give them jalapa 30 twice a day. It works beautifully. Then what else you want me to? You can just type your questions and I will answer them definitely. But there was one more important thing that I wanted to share with you. In your kid, generally, for immunity building, you should definitely start homeopathy, because it has been seen statistically also, like kids who have allergy to different things, if they are being put on homeopathy, they respond wonderfully and they are out of the allergies within their formative years only. Also, when kids have been on homeopathy, their mental development is excellent. Like their physical and mental development has been wonderful with homeopathy. You can give homeopathic iron and homeopathic calcium also to kids. So homeopathic calcium is calcarea for 6x, and homeopathic iron is ferrum for 6x. You can give them this for building their bones, for building their hair and nail well. Then um, also in the newborn tonsils, you can give this definitely for tonsillitis. You can give them homeopathic medicines. Then what else? For height in newborn, there are a lot of issues about shift of temperature and adjusting to a particular temperature. Yes, for that also you can use homeopathy. Yes, you can. So there are questions coming in. I should start with the question. So in pregnancy, there are so many contradictions and recommendations. An expectant mother is likely to have her fears and doubts about starting any new treatment. Are there any safety issues for pregnant women? Yes, for sure. So basically, like if you talk of not taking medicine in any condition, yes, definitely there are precautions. So pregnancy yoga is a biggest precaution for avoiding any uh, ailment happening during pregnancy. Okay, because that has been tried and tested that when you are on pregnancy yoga continuously, generally you do not get any musculoskeletal illnesses, you do not get constipation, you do not get so much of nausea, vomiting at all. And also your mental condition is very well. So your mental well-being is very well. Also the pregnancy is also very important factor here. Can you ask the next question? Also, I would suggest that for avoiding constipation during pregnancy, you should have lot of roughages, a lot of fiber, and fluid intake. The most important factor is a good fluid intake. Will avoid and walking at least 40 minutes a day would avoid constipation completely. So, someone asked that what are the examples of conditions commonly and successfully treated by homeopathy during pregnancy? So, I would say there are list of diseases that has been treated successfully with homeopathy, like if there is anasarca, that is swelling, if there is thyroid, if there is diabetes, if there is blood pressure, musculoskeletal illnesses like backache, headache, joint pains, varicose veins, hemorrhoids, then, oh yes, very important. You get itching. That is because of the dryness developing on your skin. There is a lot of itching on the body. That is also wonderfully treated with homeopathy. Then stretch marks happening. There is linea nigra happening on the. So all those marks, which is of pregnancy, can be treated wonderfully with the homeopathic medicine. Like there is thiocinominum, then there is fluoric acid, then there is um, belladonna. All these medicines are wonderful for skin ailments in homeopathy. Then okay, there is insomnia happening. There is so some female also undergo depression during pregnancy. That is also treated wonderfully with homeopathy. Um, what are the illnesses? So there's a list of illnesses that has been treated wonderfully with homeopathy. Yes, acidity, which is the commonest issue. It gets treated wonderfully with homeopathy. Like there's Naxomica, there is Ranunculus bulbosus, there's Robinia, and there is Kalika, Kalibai. Polybicomicum has been wonderfully active on also sinuses and homeopathic and as acidity in homeopathy. Mm, commonly used medicines in homeopathy during pregnancy: Astilla, Polyphyllum, Sepia, Collinsonia, Macab, Bryonia, Belladonna. Mm, these are the medicines which is commonly used in homeopathy. So I will give you one example. If a like I one of my patient was pregnant and then she was going to give birth to the kid. So in the eighth month when I saw her, I had given her one birthing kit. So what birthing kit has? Birthing kit has remedies for injury, remedies for newborn, and also remedies for the labor. Like before the labor you can take chlorophylum, or there's also simicifuga. So these two medicines works wonderfully to introduce the to induce the labor. Basically it has an action over cervix, so it kind of dilates the cervix. So basically it will make your birthing process smoother. So birthing kit has this medicines, then it has the injury medicine. So if you have a like c-section or normal delivery, there is episiotomy in normal delivery. So post cut, the healing takes about 7 to 21 days, depending on the healing power. But with the homeopathic medicine, we've seen generally healing is very, very faster. So there is arnica, there's calendula, there is echinacea, all of these medicines in your birthing kit, which will help you heal faster and recover faster. So you can take care of your baby very well. Simple. And for the newborn, so that's what exactly. So there's this question that what about actual labor and delivery issues and how homeopathy is used in preparation for and during childbirth. So that is what exactly. So in during labor, to increase the contractions, also we give medicines to basically so in order to shorten the labor, like enhance the contractions, also we give them the medicines. And also eh, the post, like what is used in preparation for and during the childbirth. Like during the childbirth, you do not you just give supplementation, and post childbirth you give them injury medicines which will help them heal faster. Also their constitutional medicine which will help them for their mental makeup. And also postpartum, you start with the lactation medicines for the pregnant female, because they should lactate really well for the newborn. Okay, so there are a lot of medicine. Like some females have an issue with lactation. They do not have enough milk, and that's why the child does not get satisfied. The infant is very cranky because of the less feed, basically. So in those cases, we give them lactation medicines. Like there is leccaninum, and there is strata, and there is pulsatilla again, then there is belladonna. All these medicines are very important even during the lactation phase. So basically, we assess why is the issue, and then also we help them to come out of it with the right medicine, so that they can nurse their child very well. After this nursing, also you have to be very careful about your kids' health in general. So post vaccination, many kids have issues about allergy and all. That has also been, like issues and hazards of vaccination at times has also been tackled very well with homeopathic medicines. Mm, in newborn care, uh, so more than newborn, I would say for the dentition period. In dentition period, kids have difficulty in teething basically. So we use a lot of medicines like China, Chamomilla. Also, I think everyone would be aware of Denton or BC21. That's a combination of medicine. But when your child comes to us and we feel no, only this one medicine is enough. Like say we give Cinna, we give Chamomilla, we give, so all those different medicines are very much helpful in eventful basically teething of your child. So they do not suffer diarrhea, they do not suffer recurrent infections because of putting everything in mouth. So yeah, so overall homeopathy has been helping all pregnant females. So I would say you all should, all mothers should take homeopathy, and also give your child homeopathy, because it is very safe and it is very effective, and it will give you immune power. It will boost the immunity of your kid, and it will support both kid and mother mentally and physically all throughout the pregnancy. That's my take home message. Thank you. Bye bye. See you again. You may contact me on my contact number, that is 9987 000 175. or you may get in touch with me on the social platform, or www.kalprin.in is my website. You may check more about on this. Do post your feedback also to me on my email ID, that is drkinjal.kalpinic.in. Thank you. Also on Baby Chakra, on this platform, you can put all your reviews here and they will get